My parents left everything to my older sister. The house, the savings, my grandmother's jewelry, even the life insurance policy. I got nothing. They said I was too irresponsible and didn't deserve it. That was 7 years ago. Last week, my sister showed up at my door. She had lost it all. The house was foreclosed. Her husband left her. The money was gone. And she wanted me to help her. My parents wanted me to forgive her. I had a decision to make. I want you to understand something about my family. My older sister, Amanda, was the golden child. The perfect one. The one who could do no wrong. I was the opposite. The black sheep. The disappointment. The one my parents loved to complain about at family gatherings. Growing up, the difference was obvious. Amanda got a car for her 16th birthday. I got a bus pass. Amanda's college tuition was fully paid. I had to take out loans. Amanda's wedding cost my parents $30,000. When I got married, they gave me a card with $100 inside. I used to think maybe I had done something wrong. Maybe if I tried harder, got better grades, found a better job, they would finally see me as worthy. But I learned pretty quickly that it wasn't about me. It was about them. Amanda was easy to love because she never questioned them. She never pushed back. She never asked why things weren't fair. I did. And they never forgave me for that. My name is Claire, by the way. I'm 34 years old. I work as an administrative assistant at a dental office. It's not glamorous. It doesn't pay much. But it's mine. I earned it. My sister Amanda is 37. She's a stay-at-home mom married to a wealthy real estate developer. She has never had to worry about money a day in her life. Our parents, Richard and Patricia, retired early. My dad worked for the city. My mom was a teacher. They weren't rich, but they were comfortable. They owned their house outright. They had a healthy savings account. They had a life insurance policy that would pay out $250,000. I never once thought about their money. I never expected anything from them. After a lifetime of being treated like the less important child, I had made peace with the fact that Amanda would get most of it. But I never expected to get nothing. My father died first. It was sudden. A heart attack. He was 68 years old, in decent health, no warning signs. One morning he was drinking coffee and reading the newspaper. By lunchtime, he was gone. My mother was devastated. They had been married for 43 years. She didn't know how to live without him. I flew home for the funeral. Amanda was there, of course. She cried loudly and dramatically, the way she did everything. I cried quietly in the corner, the way I had learned to do. After the funeral, my mother sat us down in the living room. She had a folder in her hands. Legal papers. Your father and I updated our wills a few years ago, she said. I want to go over everything now while I'm still here to explain it. I remember thinking that was strange. Why go over the will now? Why not wait until she was gone too? Then she opened the folder. Your father and I have decided to leave the house to Amanda, she said. Along with our savings account and the life insurance policy. I waited for her to say my name. To mention something for me. A piece of jewelry. A small amount of money. Anything. She closed the folder. What about me? I asked. My mother looked at me. Not with guilt. Not with sadness. Just, matter-of-factly. You're getting your grandmother's china, she said. The set in the dining room cabinet. The china. A set of dishes that had been sitting in a cabinet for 30 years. Dishes that nobody used. Dishes that were probably worth a few $100s at most. That's it? I asked at him why Mother sighed, like I was being difficult on purpose. Claire, you've never been good with money. You know that. You've struggled your whole life. We didn't want to give you a large inheritance only to watch you lose it. I've struggled because I had to pay for everything myself, I said. College. My car. My wedding. Everything. And you did fine, my mother said. See? You don't need our money. Amanda, on the other hand, has children to think about. A family to support. Her husband is a real estate developer. They have more money than we've ever had. My mother waved her hand like she was shooing away a fly. That's not the point. This is what your father wanted. Amanda, who had been sitting silently this whole time, finally spoke up. Claire, don't make this harder than it needs to be. Mom just lost her husband. Can you not make everything about you for one day? I looked at her. My perfect sister. The one who had never wanted for anything. The one who was about to inherit everything. I stood up. I walked out of the house. I didn't go to the funeral dinner. I didn't say goodbye to my mother. I got on a plane and flew home. That was the last time I spoke to my mother for 3 years. That I won't pretend those 3 years were easy. I was angry. Furious, actually. Not just about the money, but about what the money represented. After a lifetime of being treated like I didn't matter, my parents had made it official on paper. I was worth a set of china. Amanda was worth everything else. I threw myself into my work. I picked up extra shifts. I started freelancing on the side, doing data entry for a small marketing company. I wasn't making a lot, but I was making enough. I also started therapy. My therapist, a kind woman named Dr. Reeves, helped me understand something I had never considered. You're not angry about the money, she said one day. You're angry because the money confirmed what you've always suspected. Your parents love your sister more than they love you. Hearing someone say it out loud hurt more than I expected. Healing doesn't mean forgiving them, Dr. Reeves said. It means accepting that you can't change them. And then deciding what kind of relationship you want to have with them, if any. I decided I didn't want a relationship at all. I didn't call my mother. I didn't answer her calls. I didn't go home for holidays. I didn't send birthday cards. I just stopped. For 3 years, I lived my life without them. At first, my mother called constantly. Voicemails full of guilt and manipulation. Your father would be so disappointed. You're tearing this family apart. Amanda misses you so much. None of them mentioned the will. None of them offered to change it. None of them acknowledged that maybe, just maybe, they had done something wrong. So I kept ignoring them. Eventually, the calls stopped. Then the texts stopped. Then even the passive-aggressive Facebook posts stopped. I was free. But freedom came with its own kind of loneliness. 3 years after my father's funeral, my mother died. It was cancer this time. Pancreatic. She had been diagnosed 6 months earlier but hadn't told me. Amanda made that decision. She said she didn't want to burden me with the news. I found out from a cousin who saw the obituary on Facebook. I called Amanda immediately. She didn't pick up. I called again. No answer. I texted. No response. 2 days later, I received a certified letter in the mail. It was from my mother's lawyer. The will was being executed. I was invited to the reading. I almost didn't go. But something in me needed to see it through. I needed to hear, with my own ears, that my parents had really done what they did. I needed the closure. The reading was in a small law office downtown. Amanda was there, sitting in the front row with her husband. Her children were not there, probably with a nanny. The lawyer read the will out loud. It was the same as before. The house to Amanda. The savings to Amanda. The life insurance to Amanda. And the china to me. The same china. The same cabinet. The same dishes that nobody had touched in over 30 years. When the lawyer finished, Amanda turned to me. Her eyes were red from crying. She looked older than I remembered. "I'm sorry you didn't get more," she said. I didn't say anything. What was there to say? She had gotten everything she ever wanted, and she was apologizing to me. "Will you come to the funeral?" she asked. "No," I said. And I left it. I didn't think about Amanda for a long time after that. I had my own life. My own problems. My own small victories. I got promoted at work. Not a huge promotion, but enough to afford a slightly better apartment. I adopted a cat. I started dating again. For the first time in my life, I was actually happy. 4 years passed. Then 5. Then 6. Amanda and I didn't speak. We didn't text. We didn't acknowledge each other's existence. I heard things through the family grapevine. She had a 3rd child. Her husband's business was struggling. The real estate market had crashed and he had overleveraged himself on several properties. I felt a tiny pang of schadenfreude. Just a tiny one. Then, 7 years after my father died, I got the call. It was from an unknown number. I almost didn't answer. "Hello? Claire? It's Amanda." I didn't recognize her voice at first. It sounded different. Thinner. Tired. "Amanda?" "Yeah. Hey. How are you? We haven't spoken in 7 years. What do you want?" There was a long pause. I could hear her breathing. I could hear someone crying in the background, one of her kids. "Probably that I need your help," she said. Those 4 words changed everything. Amanda came to my apartment the next day. She looked terrible. Not exaggerating. She had lost at least 40 pounds. Her hair was dull and thinning. Dark circles under her eyes. She was wearing sweatpants and an old hoodie, not the designer clothes she used to live in. I made her tea. We sat on my small couch in my small apartment, and she told me everything. The real estate crash had wiped them out. Her husband had borrowed against their house, against their savings, against everything. When the market crashed, they lost it all. The bank foreclosed on the house. The one my parents had left her. The one that was supposed to be her safety net. Her husband couldn't handle the stress. He started drinking. Then he started staying out late. Then he stopped coming home at all. 6 months ago, he had filed for divorce. He was now living with a woman half his age in a studio apartment across town. Amanda was alone. With 3 kids. No house. No savings. No job. No degree. She had never worked a day in her life. "The money from Mom and Dad," she said, crying. "It's all gone. I spent it. I didn't save anything. I thought we would always have more. I didn't say, 'I told you so.' I didn't say, 'You should have been more careful.' I didn't say any of the things I had dreamed of saying for 7 years. I just listened. I don't know what to do, Claire. I have nowhere to go. The kids are staying with my ex's mother for now, but she can't keep them forever. I need a place to stay. I need help." She looked at me with those hollow eyes. "Please," she said. "I know I don't deserve it. But please." That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying the conversation in my head. I kept thinking about the will. The china. The years of being treated like I didn't matter. Part of me wanted to slam the door in her face. Part of me wanted to say, "You made your bed, now lie in it." But another part of me, a smaller part, a quieter part, remembered that Amanda didn't write the will. Our parents did. She didn't ask to be the favorite. She just was. The next morning, I did something I hadn't done in years. I visited my parents' grave. I stood there for a long time, looking at the headstones. Richard and Patricia. Beloved parents. Gone but not forgotten. "I'm not doing this for you," I said out loud. I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do. But was it? Was it the right thing to do? I called my therapist. Dr. Reeves answered on the second ring. Claire. It's been a while. I know. I need your advice. I told her everything. The call. The confession. The guilt I felt for even considering helping Amanda. When I finished, Dr. Reeves was quiet for a moment. Helping someone doesn't mean forgetting what they did, she said. It means choosing to be better than they were. The question isn't whether Amanda deserves your help. The question is whether you can live with yourself if you don't give it. That hit me hard. I let Amanda stay in my spare room. It wasn't easy. She cried a lot. She apologized a lot. She thanked me 1,000 times. But I set boundaries. Hard ones. You can stay here for 3 months, I said. During that time, you will get a job. Any job. I don't care if it's minimum wage. You will save money. You will find your own place. And you will go to therapy. She agreed to all of it. The first month was rough. Amanda had never worked before. Her first job was as a cashier at a grocery store. She hated it. But she did it. The second month, she got a second job. Data entry, like I used to do. She was terrible at it at first, but she got better. The third month, she found a small apartment. A 1-bedroom in a not great neighborhood. Her kids would have to share a room with her. But it was hers. On her last night in my apartment, she sat me down. I need to tell you something, she said. I braced myself. Mom and Dad were wrong, she said. About everything. They treated you terribly. They treated me like a princess. And I let them. I never stood up for you. I never said anything. I just took everything and said thank you. She was crying now. I'm sorry, Claire. I'm so sorry. You deserved better. From them. From me. From everyone. I didn't know what to say. So I just hugged her. It wasn't a magical moment. The years of hurt didn't disappear. The anger didn't vanish. But something shifted. Something small. Something important. It's been 2 years since Amanda stayed with me. She's still working. 2 jobs, actually. She's not rich. She's not even comfortable. But she's surviving. And her kids are doing okay. We talk now. Not every day. But regularly. We have dinner once a month. We celebrate holidays together. We're not close the way some sisters are. But we're something. And for now, that's enough. As for me, I still have my small apartment. I still have my cat. I still have my job. But I also have something I didn't have before, peace. Not because I forgave my parents. I don't think I'll ever fully forgive them. Not because I forgot what Amanda did. I haven't. But because I realized that carrying that anger around was like drinking poison and expecting someone else to die. I chose to let go. Not for them. For me. And that choice, that one small choice, changed everything. That if you made it to the end of this story, thank you. This one hit close to home for a lot of people. If you've ever been the black sheep of your family, the one who was treated differently, the one who got less, you're not alone. Hit that subscribe button. I post new Reddit stories every single day. Family drama, betrayal, revenge, and sometimes, just sometimes, healing. Don't forget to like and share. And remember, you don't have to forgive the people who hurt you. But you should never let their cruelty turn you into someone you're not. I'll see you in the next.